Martin Brundle is back to his best, being beaten away by celebrities on the grid. Sebastian Vettel is inspiring fans off the track with their clean-up actions. And Red Bull thought about a three-stop strategy at the American Grand Prix. It's a Wednesday, we've got plenty of news to get into in the world of Formula 1, but it's a more light-hearted look at the news today, as we've still got a bit of time before the Mexican Grand Prix preparations get underway. But let's get into all the headlines before we do that. Just a reminder, hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything we do at the channel. But now, let's talk all things F1 news. Red Bull considered putting Max Verstappen on a three-stop strategy at the United States Grand Prix, revealed Christian Horner this week. The constructor used an aggressive two-stop strategy to eventually give Max Verstappen his 8th victory of the season in Austin, using and defending against the undercut to edge out the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton in a gutsy move to get the victory. Hamilton got close as the rubber on Verstappen's car was wearing down late on, but despite the fresher wheels on the British driver's car, Lewis was unable to find a way into DRS range to give himself a chance of taking the lead in those final few laps thanks to the dirty air coming off his rival's car. Verstappen was able to just about make the tyres last, but Red Bull was so worried about the tyre wear that they were close to bringing the championship leader in for a third and final stop late on. When asked if he felt the race was under control, Horner replied, "No, we were considering a three-stop. What did that look like? Would that put us in a better position at the end of the race? You give away track position, so in the end we decided to stick with the track position and try to save our tyres. That meant allowing Lewis to close up quickly, and then he was in the dirty air, obviously. Max managed that incredibly well, and there is an awful lot of pressure in a race like that." Away from the hecticness of the on-track action at Austin, a couple of lighter stories for you in the news today. As first, Sebastian Vettel inspired a gaggle of Aston Martin fans to help with the cleanup after the American Grand Prix in Austin, Texas. Vettel, who was pictured clearing the stands of rubbish in Silverstone earlier this year, has been championing a more environmentally conscious Formula 1, recognising the environmental impact the sport has and calling for action at various points over the last few years. Taking inspiration from their favourite driver, we can only assume he's their favourite driver anyway, a number of Aston Martin fans organised a litter pick at the Circuit of the Americas after the race on Sunday. Vettel had actually made a plea to fans to be responsible with their rubbish during the drivers' parade on Sunday morning, asking fans to use the bins around the circuit to make the clean-up easier for those responsible at the end of the day. Just a great bit of work from Vettel to inspire some more good off the track and get those fans helping to clean up at the end of a busy weekend in Austin. And he too was rewarded with a great drive on the track, starting from the back of the grid but able to pick up his first point scoring race in the last 5 outings. Bravo, Sebastian. Bravo indeed. And finally for you, Martin Brundle, former F1 driver turned TV pundit, has called for celebrity guests to learn manners and respect after he was rebuffed emphatically by Megan Thee Stallion, the rapper, on the grid at the United States Grand Prix. I've really been looking forward to getting into this story. Brundle was back on his grid walk pre-race for the first time since 2019, a section of the broadcast for Sky Sports that has seen numerous high-profile celebrity snubs towards the Sky Sports co-commentator, and once more Brundle was battered away in Austin, this time by rapper Meg Thee Stallion. When asked by Brundle if she had a freestyle rap about the upcoming race, Meg, or Miss Stallion I suppose, replied, "I have no rap today, I'm sorry," before a member of the rapper's security team quickly moved Brundle on. When told "you can't do that" by the member of the security team, Brundle replied, "I can do that because I did," before taking to social media on Monday to address the issue. "I have felt under pressure on the grid before, but by people called Senna, Prost, Schumacher, Mansell, Piquet, and so on. Bodyguards visiting the grid for the first time don't bother me. Everyone's got a job to do, but they could maybe learn some manners and respect on our patch." Both Meg and Serena Williams shunned the Sky Sports man's questions in Austin, Texas. But come on, Martin, let's focus up here for a second. I genuinely mean this. Like, you're used to this sort of thing happening. You get knocked back by celebrities all the time. Now, I know you didn't like the bodyguards and the heavies getting involved, but you've got to relax a little bit. You did do one of the lamest things you could ask any freestyle rapper to do, and that is give us a freestyle about the F1 race on the grid before Sunday's action. I mean, you can't blame her for saying no. And probably the bodyguards have got a job to do of keeping her protected and away from people. Besides, these celebrities are usually there just to enjoy the glitz and glamour. Next time one of us sees you buying a meal deal in Boots or WH Smith, maybe we could come up to you, Martin, and ask you all about Formula One and then get really annoyed when you don't feel like talking in that moment because it's your off time. And this is their off time. Look, I'd love to know your thoughts about Brundle's grid walk. Pre-race, it's always a bit of excitement and hearing what the celebrities have to say. Do you enjoy the snubs from the celebrities? Should they be more respectful on Brundle's patch as he's just trying to do his job? Or should Brundle just relax a little bit after being slightly embarrassed on TV? Let us know in the comments section below. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that we do here at GP Fans.